Hello, everyone. This is Kelsey from the Art of Living Retreat Center, located atop of the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains in Boone, North Carolina. We've got an extraordinary guest for you today, so sit tight for a few minutes and we'll be starting very soon. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving and an amazing holiday. We've been getting snow here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's been absolutely beautiful. I would love to know where everyone is joining today. So drop your city, drop your state, if you're in a different country. Hello. If any of you know who Abiola Abrams is, she is a manifesting goddess. Hello from India. And we have a beautiful retreat with her this January 10th through the 12th of 2025. So it's an amazing way to start the year. All of those goals, any achievements you've been working towards, this is the retreat for you. So, our amazing guest, Abiola Abrams, is a spiritual teacher, best-selling author, and empowerment coach dedicated to helping women reclaim their goddess energy and manifest their biggest desires. She's based in New York City, and she blends modern practices with African wisdom. She is the author From Imagination to Reality, an African Goddess Initiation. She is also the creator of the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, an African Goddess Rising Oracle. She is a very, very magical being, and I had the pleasure of meeting her last year at the Hay House event in Arizona. So today we'll be exploring Abiola's wisdom and embracing the divine feminine energy. We'll be reconnecting with the ancestral power and creating a life filled with purpose, love, and abundance. So let's get ready for an inspiring and uplifting conversation with the beautiful Abiola Abrams. She is hosting her Goddess of Manifesting retreat in person here at the Art of Living Retreat Center in Boone, North Carolina, January 10th through the 12th. And you can check it out at aolrc.org/goddess. Welcome, Abiola Abrams.
Hello, hello.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you
Oh,
doing?
I'm doing so amazing. How are you?
I am great. I am great. I am so excited about this conversation. I'm excited about this retreat. We need to bring in some more goddesses. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, you have the best energy, and I'm so excited to be in this conversation with you today. And we've never had a goddess manifesting retreat before, so this is very special. I'm so excited that you get to bring your wisdom to so many people.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am really looking forward to this. There's something powerful and life shifting that happens whenever people who identify as women gather in a space and put forward our energy together for creation and manifestation and birth and the raising of consciousness. And so this is just my favorite thing in the world to do. And it's my first, and this is my first American retreat. I usually have
Wow.
retreats abroad, in places like Bali and Belize and Paris, and so this is my first U.S. soil retreat. So I'm really looking forward to bringing this wisdom home.
Well, we feel so grateful and special that we get to provide you a space to do so. And you are such an expert in this field. So I have to ask, What inspired you to create the Goddess of Manifesting Retreat, and what makes this experience so unique?
So, well, let me just share with you my contact lens. Just right before we went on, like as you were introducing me, my contact lens started freaking out. So, just giving you a heads up that I am moved. But if you see my eyes
Yeah.
watering, it's the contact lens freaking out. So, what inspired me to create this retreat? So, it's very interesting. So, I have to share with you, my beautiful goddess sister. I started doing these experiences with women in my living room about 20 years ago in my living room in East Harlem. I used to live in Manhattan, like right around the corner from a subway station. And at that time, no one was talking about the power of awakening your goddess within. No one was talking about reclaiming ancient goddess wisdom. And it was really weird and odd and strange. And so the only place where I could find that would allow us to be able to gather and have these conversations was my little beat up near studio apartment, in East Harlem in El Barrio. And these retreats now that we do, these global and now American retreats that I do are an outgrowth of that. And it really is that I feel like this is just by us gathering, that by itself is ancient medicine. And so although now it is different, when we have virtual experiences, and we're doing this on our phones and that sort of thing, or we're flying in and coming together, but to me it is the same exact thing as women for thousands of years gathering under the light of the moon. We're just on the other side of the new moon in Scorpio here. Women gathering under the light and the energy and the strength of the moon to reawaken our powers, to step into our truth, and to move the village forward. That is what we do as women. We move the village forward. And especially right now in this time of like huge conflict and transition and, everything like that, I feel like more than ever, the calling is for us to realize that you are the president of your own life, that each and every one of us has sovereignty in our lives, in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirit, in our truth. And as the late great ancestress, Dr. Maya Angelou, once said, it seems like we come by ourselves, but we're really walking as a tribe, each and every one of us. I stand here with you today as one, but I come as 10,000 times 10,000. So you are not having, it seems like we're having a conversation one on one, but I don't walk alone. I walk with my ancestors from Guyana, South America. I walk with my ancestors, from the Gullah Geechee folk. I walk with my ancestors from West Africa, and we are all here together in this conversation of empowerment and encouragement. And when you realize that and you walk in that energy, it makes things a lot less scary in the world. You realize, okay, I'm not alone in my hopes, my wishes, my dreams. The entire world is conspiring, the universe, my ancestors are conspiring for my success, for my evolution, and it will be okay. Everything will be okay. It really will.
Thank you so much for sharing that. That was so powerful and such a good reminder because I feel like it's so easily forgotten, and especially in today's world where isolation and loneliness is at its height.
Yes.
And to know that there are thousands of years and thousands of our loved ones and ancestors with us in every moment and every breath is such a beautiful gift. So thank you for reminding us of that.
You are
And
welcome.
yes. And okay, so you're an expert in manifesting, and you're an expert in really invoking that divine feminine energy. And I would love to know, how does that play into manifesting? How does the divine feminine energy play a role in manifesting our dreams?
So there is no difference between giving birth to a dream giving birth to a desire, giving birth to a human. You know, it's all the same vibration energy. It's the orgasmic energy of creation. And whether or not you have a physical womb, you know, if you spell your name woman, there is the rememory in your consciousness, in your body, of you being a force for creation. And I'm feeling actually called right now to pull a card for us from my Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, just to move us forward and get clear on, you know, what our intention is. As we're here in this energy, beginning of December, we're wrapping up the energy of 2024, stepping into the energy of 2025. And this is the deck that I'm pulling from, the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle deck. And let's just see what wisdom the ancestors are having for us, and then continue on the conversation about
Okay.
manifestation. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know right now, right this minute? In fact, you tell me when, sis. You tell me when.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so this let me move this stuff up. This is very interesting. So I have to give a I'm going to give an explanation and then reading. My decks around my house are one of my favorite things for my 3-year-old to take and play with. So she's got toys in every corner of the house. Her things are not of interest to her. Anything that she's not supposed to be in is of interest to her. I'm sharing that because as I'm shuffling, there are cards in here from my African goddess deck that are mingled with this deck, and sometimes she puts decks together and puts, you know, cards together, and you know, she just puts it all together. So very interestingly enough, we pulled two of the same card, which would usually never happen except that she combines decks and puts things together because it's fun. So this reading makes a lot of sense because we pulled first and foremost the energy of taking charge, the creature of
Mm.
earth, taking charge, which is very interesting because I think that, you know, a lot of us right now are feeling frustrated with the way that things are moving in the world, and feeling just like, oh my God, forget it. Like, okay, you know, yeah, but this energy is very much saying, you know, again, take charge. Like, you know, this is not the time to hide.
Mm.
This is not the time to shrink. This is not the time to pretend that we are less than or smaller than we are. Take charge. And then it's like taking my voice away. The card that came up, two of the card that came up twice, one reversed and one straight up, is the card energy of Jumbi, total disruption.
Mm. Okay.
Total and complete disruption in the light, in the shadow, coming and going. The old way of doing things can no longer continue.
Mm.
The old way of doing things, we are on a shifted timeline. We are in a new energy. We are in a new vibration. And this is very much move or be dragged energy. Personally, professionally, like there's no way to other way to say it. Um this is let, you know, you got to just let go and move, shift, you know, go with the flow or be dragged energy. This is not energy where you can sit and hold on to the status quo. The status quo is gone.
Mm. Mm.
Total disruption. The status quo no longer exists. And where that would be a scary thing if we were alone. We are not alone on this journey. We have each other. We have our ancestors. We have the entire society and universe that is rooting for our evolution, our success. Uh, uh, I cannot stress enough how much, you know, how this is it. This is an empowered moment, as much as it may seem
Mm.
like it is not. This is an empowered moment. And this is why, you know, we come together like at my Goddess of Manifesting retreat. This is why we gather together, to remind ourselves of who we are, because we are human goddesses having an earthly experience and an earth school. It's really easy to get afraid and really easy to become despondent and become anxious and to feel like all hope is lost. But this is a memory for us, a rememory is the term that Toni Morrison coined, meaning that it's something that's in the bones and in the blood that we are bringing back forward. A rememory that no matter what is happening, our best days are ahead of us, not behind us.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, type that in the comments. Yes, I say, my best days are ahead of me. Our best days are ahead of us, no matter what. No matter what. Someone said that they also pulled that card yesterday. Yes, our best days are ahead of us. Our best days are ahead of us. Hit the share button. Share this. Either screenshot and send it to your stories, or just hit the share button. Send it to your stories. You know, put some positivity on your timeline. Our best days are ahead of us. And that's why I'm so excited, like I said, about this retreat and about this journey. And this is why manifestation is an important conversation. It's a very important conversation. Like I said, it's easy to watch the news or read the news or be on social media and be in, the voices of fear, and with our own fears, I have every kind of anxiety that is, known to women, to be afraid. But if we truly knew how we walked, who walked with us, who we really are, whose we really are, we would fear nothing.
Mm. So beautiful. Thank you for that reading.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so
You're
much for
absolutely
that.
welcome. You're absolutely welcome. And so, in this instance where total disruption would be a scary thing to read, and I think that's why it was put forward with, one card right side up and one card in the reversal, saying that, that it's okay, that it's, out of disruption comes, blossoming.
Yeah.
Out of disruption comes blossoming.
I love that. It's like both are true. Yes, it can be really messy and scary, and yes, it is also beautiful and uplifting.
Yes, it's it exactly. Let me just share with you really briefly. A year and a half ago, I bought a new home. My first time buying a house. I'm a New Yorker, so I thought it'd be apartments forever, but I ended up, buying a house. And so I've never, although I grew up in a house and I didn't pay that much attention to the gardening or anything like that. And the person who did my garden, my he came and I don't know what he did. It was like at the end of the season, like he raked up the garden, like my beautiful garden, and it looked horrible. And I was really upset with him. Like I was like ready to like lose it on this dude. Like, how did you like rake up and ruin my beautiful garden? Like, what happened? And then my neighbor was like, like, dude, like chill. My neighbor explained to me, he's like, this needs to happen at the end of the season. He said, it looks ugly now, but this you've got to bring up, he explained like how you've got to like rake it up and like bring up the old roots, for it to all be healed. And he's like, in the spring it's going to bloom and blossom anew. So this is how it looks temporarily, and it doesn't matter because the snow is about to fall and nourish it, and this is the time of year we're going into, and this is a natural thing that happens. And in the spring, in the morning, right? Or in the new season of life, or in the new season of, our country, or in the new season of whatever, things blossom again. It's okay. It's okay. So it looks ugly. He's like, it looks ugly right now. But he's like, no, this guy did a great job. He's like, I'm going to hire this guy to come and do my yard. He's like, this is what needs to happen.
Wow. And it's a also such a beautiful metaphor of, okay, you're hosting Goddess of Manifesting in the new year, right? January 10th through the 12th in the Blue Ridge
Yes.
Mountains. And what are you doing? You're getting a group of powerful souls and powerful beings together to, one,
Yes.
remind them of their truth, remind them of their power, and to heal and set intentions of what is to come and be brought up in the spring and for the rest of the year. And
Yes.
so
Yes.
I'm so excited for this, and I would love to know, what are some rituals or any sneak peeks that you can give us of like
Yes.
what could they possibly expect during this weekend?
Yes, and I want to just, preface by saying I understand that, for a lot of people have expressed to me that going on a retreat is scary
Mhm.
for them. You're going off with,
Mhm.
someone that you've just seen online. You don't know this person, you don't know anyone else who's going to
Mhm.
be there. Maybe you're writing a bigger check than you have, to go and to have this experience. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm going to be there for a few days. I'm going to be away from my family. People need this. We need food. We need, whatever. I don't know, whatever this is. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got a situation. And this can be terrifying. I've had people come to my retreats abroad and say, no one in my family knows I'm here. I just sent them a text and let them know that I'm in Bali because I didn't want them to be worried and be scared, or, had to get on the phone with people's kids and say, your mom's okay. Like I remember, like at my retreat in Belize, someone like her family thought that she had joined the cult, and I had to get on the phone and reassure them, your mom is not joining the cult. She's come and go as she pleases. She'll be back home in a couple of days. We're just, in Belize, and and so I want to just acknowledge that if this in any way is lighting something up inside of you, you owe it to yourself to come take a look and to explore this opportunity to
Mm,
come. This is an opportunity. All right. The link is RichGoddessRetreat.com. Someone put it in the comments for me.
yeah.
RichGoddessRetreat.com. That will take you to the Art of Living site. RichGoddessRetreat.com. RichGoddessRetreat.com. So, yes. So, okay. So the things that are going to happen. So we're going to have, things that one would be used to if they were familiar with retreat, so like yoga and meditation and mindfulness practices that bring us into alignment with who we are. We also we're going to go much deeper with doing shadow work and using Oracle, the power of Oracle, as we just did, to get a read not just on the moment, but in what is going on with us. Each and every person at the retreat as well, because we're going to be joining together at the beginning, January 10th through the 12th, 2025, the beginning of the year. We're also going to be doing a reading for the whole year to get clarity on exactly what you should be doing throughout the year to move forward on. You're going to come from this experience with more confidence. You're going to come from this experience with more owning your voice, being willing to be seen and heard in any aspect of your life, whether it's personal or professional. You're going to come from this retreat and have a sisterhood. So many of us after school, it's where are you going to make friends, particularly because so many of us work from home, so a lot of people have challenges with making friends. You're going to come from this retreat with a sisterhood. We are going to use the power of ritual, ancient ritual, as a methodology for healing, for stepping into our power. So some of the rituals that you can find in my first Hay House book, African Goddess Rising, and also African Goddess Initiation, pardon me, and also my most recent book, From Imagination to Reality, will be using these rituals together. And as I said at the beginning of this call, there's something really magnetic that happens when we're together and we're focused on an intention for the purpose of manifestation. It really is incredible, like the way that manifestation speeds up. Women at past retreats have come home and manifested everything from relationships and babies to businesses and money and homes. And, so we're also going to be manifesting together. So if there are things that you want, or you've been making vision boards, forever or whatever it is, and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I not there yet? Come and let's go there together. We get faster. We move forward faster together.
Mm, wow. I am so excited for this weekend. And also, there's something about being surrounded by the oldest mountains in the world and how all of our ancestors that have come through and lived here. And I just feel like your retreat, Goddess of Manifesting, is just paired so beautifully with the nature that it's surrounded by.
I'm really excited about that. I'm so excited about that because I haven't been
Hmm.
to that region, but there's something that when I look at the photos of those mountains, I can feel the energy. Like
Yeah.
it gives me goosebumps. Like I can feel the energy um from that region is so very powerful. So I'm really excited about that. I'm very excited about that. This is ancient work, and you know, I feel very strongly if you're watching this, you were called to this conversation as a light worker, as a way shower, as a change maker. And there's only but so much that we can do isolated by ourselves. You know, you're, a shaman in your own home, or you're, priestess in your own home. It's very important, the other side, if you will, of things, they are gathering. Okay. It's very important right now for us to gather together and create a new way forward, a way out of destruction. What happens when there's total destruction or disruption? You build on top of it. You build on top of it and you move forward. And so it's really important for us to get together and move forward. RichGoddessRetreat.com. RichGoddessRetreat.com is the site. Or if you just go to the link either on my page or on their page, you can get there as well.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that you are such a beautiful soul and have the most amazing energy. And I know you are going to lead so many people into a beautiful direction to 2025. So I just wanted to say, anyone who is ready to journey into a realm of boundless possibilities with our wonderful Abiola Abrams, then this is the retreat for you. And I just want to say it's called Goddess of Manifesting. It's right here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. You can also go to aolrc.org/goddess, or if you DM us goddess or comment goddess, we'll send you the registration link as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same on my page. Yes. Just comment
Yes.
goddess and you will
Yeah.
get it. So let's do it. Let's do this. Like, let's stop hesitating. Let's stop hiding. Let's stop shrinking. Like, do we really want to go into 2025 with that same energy? Like, no, like we're rapidly evolving. We're different people than we were when we started this conversation.
Oh my
So let's make
gosh.
magic happen together. And I look forward to seeing everyone who is called forward for this journey.
Well, we can't wait to welcome you. And thank you so much for your time and energy. And we will see you so soon.
See you soon, goddess. Bye.
Bye.